Hello everybody, it's Vertical Sandwich. One of the things we should do is we should go into System Settings, Volume Settings, Music's on 3. That's good, that's where we want it. So, there's a book called The Spotter's Guide to Monsters, which takes it from the shelf. Intrepid adventurer, if this book should impress upon you one thing before you set out on your quest of the world, let it be this. The monsters that roam the land at night are far more fearsome than those that appear in the day. Heed these words well. Yeah. Okay, so we learned something about monsters. Stronger at night. So now we're just gonna run into everybody's room and dig through their stuff, because that's what we get doing in RPG. Flaxen thread. See, this is the meat and potatoes of this game. Like, we found a bandana. Is finding these little things, because we can do things. I mean, when we get to combining things, we're gonna need all of this. It's ridiculous. Okay, well, there's a lady on the roof here. And we can get down. Okay, so that's this little block of buildings. Let's go. No, let's save the church. Okay. Done this already. One of the things I should do is, because I think there is another... Yes. There is a separate... There is a separate quest, and we should pick that up right now. Because we're going to complete it while we're running around. So. I came all the way to Heliodor with just one goal in mind, to catch a glimpse of two of the greatest heroes in all of history, Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. The only problem is that they won't let me into the castle. Can you believe it? Well, if I'm not going to go meet them in person, I suppose I'll have to bide my time by reading up on them instead. You know, if you wanted to earn my eternal gratitude, you could help me find a book about the exploits of these two fabulous knights. Yeah, and he knows that there's a book. Taking a look around the west of the city, so maybe you should head east. If you see any bookshelves with red books in them, take a closer look, apparently. They're the ones that worth reading. If you do manage to find a book about Jasper and Hendrik, make sure to come back and tell me about it, won't you? Good luck. Reading books is a huge deal in this game, because we will get fun-forged recipes. So we've been in there. Need to hit this edge of town area here. This town is huge, by the way. It's ridiculously huge. But a lot of the doors are going to be like this. They're just decorative. So we're going to run around the outside first. Okay, this is a house we can explore, so we will. There is a book. It's a book called The Soldier and the Strategist, A Tale of Two Heroes, which takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. No matter how ferocious an assault the monsters may launch against Heliodor, the great kingdom shall not fall, for two heroic figures will stand in the path of any attacker. The first is Sir Hendrik, a warrior without equal. Countless times has he ridden his colossal black steed Obsidian fearlessly into the heart of an oncoming assault, scattering the enemy like so many leaves. He is chivalrous to a fault, and considered by many to be the greatest swordsman in the world. Even the vilest, most towering troll dare not stand its ground when faced with his whirling greatsword. The second half of this gallant duo is the shrewd and ingenious Sir Jasper, regarded as the sharpest military mind of the age. He has led heavily outnumbered forces to glorious victory again and again. Though as a swordsman he may be no match for Sir Hendrik, his ability to analyze any battlefield and quickly arrive at the ideal strategy for the situation at hand is unrivaled. With these two great men, the swordman and the strategist, to protect it, Heliodor need fear no foe. So there we go! I should go tell the tourist, because stuff. This was his demand. Another chunk of flintstone. Yabba dabba flintstone. Okay, down and out in downtown Heliodor. In last month's issue, we shed some light on the lesser-known highlights of Heliodor's historic city center. This month, we'd like to take a moment to talk about the city's diverse downtown district. The land this quarter occupies once served as a defensive trench, but with the town's population growing by the day, new arrivals had no choice but to make their homes in this ditch beyond the walls. Soon, the bustling shanty town has attracted a whole host of colorful characters and came to be known as a place of great risk, but also of great opportunity. Downtown's struggle with crime is no secret, but for some thrill seekers, it offers an excitement found nowhere else. Do you dare take a walk on the wild side? Yeah, I do, actually. I do dare. So a lot of the things in this in Castletown here in Heliodor will be tutorial stuff, because clearly. Okay, this guy will tell us that this area is... You can't go through here, it's far too rough for law-abiding folks. But then, just like, get up here. And I don't know if you're meant to be able to do that. But yes, hey, how did you get in? This area is off limits. Clear off, will you? And he kicks you out. So here we go along the front castle wall. And now we'll go down the other side. We'll pick up our quest. Oh, I can tell from looking in your eye that you found that book. Go on, tell me what it said. What's that? Sir Hendrik is the mightier swordsman, but Sir Jasper's a peerless military tactician? I'd heard as much. And between the two of them, they've made Heliodor a nigh unbeatable military force? Well, I never fancy that! I'm so glad you shared that with me. Now I feel a lot closer to my heroes, and I feel a lot safer knowing they're around to protect Heliodor. Thank you so much for enlightening me. I may not have met them, but this is the next best thing. Here's a little something to say thank you. A Dracilian shilling. But more than that. Boom. A quest is completed. Quests are important, for they are helping other people. Okay. We haven't found anything super cool yet. Oh, I can't go in there. I'm trying to enter it. I just can't. This is not possible. I'm gonna miss whole areas, by the way. I mean, this is not a perfect system I'm running here. Just can't go in here either. Interesting. Are there any doors I actually can enter along this side of town? Probably not. It's the edge of the map. I mean, the doors in the middle of town are really the... So those are both of the quests that we could do. And just like that, we're back to the front of the town. And now we have to check the buildings in the middle, which is going to be a huge issue because those will be open. So let's start right over here. We don't really need to talk to anybody. So this just takes us back out. Okay, no point in that. And then this also should just take us back outside. It does. 37 gold coins. This is where we came in. It is not. A moonwort bulb. Perfectly fine collectible treasure. No books on that bookshelf. Well, there are books, but no books we care about. And you have to watch, because sometimes there are things behind the door. And clearly, the door is locked from the other side. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean meh. So this is the armor shop and the weapon shop, or the item shop. We don't need anything from either of these right now. But it is good to know that they're here in case we do. And then this place has an upstairs, which is interesting. Red book. Book is called The Chronicles of Corporal Crag. But as we marched across the rolling plains and meadows, encounters with roaming monsters grew more frequent. 'Tis not long before we met the most dreaded of them all, the dragon. Clad head to toe in scales hard as stone, neither sword nor spear could make but the slightest scratch in the beast's hide. It seemed certain to slay us to the man. I swung my blade in wild desperation. Somehow a blow connected and set the great lizard reeling. We fled without a moment's hesitation, fearing that it might soon regain its composure. To this day, I know not why my attack had the effect it did, but I and every one of my men owe our lives to this miraculous quirk of fate. Okay, fine. That's kind of cool that he's honest. That he just goes, I don't know how that happened. But, like, I scared a dragon. Okay, no help there. This is the house I was just in. Yeah, it is. Oh, hey, it's nighttime now! Great. If we go stay at the inn, is that a thing? Should we be doing that? Or can I still get into houses? That's... I can still run around outside of houses and find things like chunks of copper ore. And 20 gold coins. Those are good things. But I kind of want to get... And I want to figure out how to get up to that treasure chest, but... What are you going to do? Okay, so we've explored kind of this area. There's no way to get in there. But again, this is that house I was at before, and we can still get into houses, so that's cool. That had the door locked from the other side, right? Is it not locked at night? It is. It is locked. But there is a way over there. I don't know if it's down the chimney or not. There is a... Oh, really? Wow. Way to not walk yourself where you need to go. Okay, well, that's kind of this part. Like, let's just check out where we are on the map. We've checked out this contingent of houses. So now we need to kind of go over to the house that connects to the church. And I think we're in good shape then. We don't have that treasure chest, but... So there's this house. It's got a nice area, you can walk around behind it. And that guy will actually tell you that you can get up here. And there's actually plot line connected stuff that you have to do up here later. But this is part of our exploration, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it now. Because you go over here. And we're on top of the church, and hooray, top of the church. But then you easily make the jump to this place. Clearly already explored that, I guess. Okay, well, this is fine. Oh yeah, this is the behind the item shop building. So there we go, we have some other things to do as far as exploring this town. So let's go take care of those, and then we'll have to go continue the plot line reasonably soon here. And the things we have to do about exploring this town are just... There's 4 buildings up here, and one of them is right here. We can't get into it. And there's also this little park. Park's kind of cute. Oh, can't jump over that fence, huh? It's a haha fence. So there's a note. There's a small note on the door. One is currently indisposed. Shan't be long. We're gonna deal with that in a bit. Well, not in a bit. In a while. It's a long while. We can't get in there. So then this is what we can, in fact, get in. It's like an entire family running around here. That door is just for show. This door is just for show. This treasure chest is now mine. We get $100. And then upstairs, I believe that there are probably rooms. And a book to read. Oh, there is a book to read. It's a book called The Lurid Allure of the Dingy Dungeons. Far below the basements and storerooms of the castle, deep within its very bowels, lie the dungeons that house the most hideous, heinous, and hardened criminals in the kingdom. Many who have been locked away in these cold, dank cells have not lived to see the outside world again. Those whose crimes are deemed truly unforgivable are thrown into the deepest cells of all, from which it is said to be all but impossible to escape, a death sentence in all but name. Take care to stay on the right side of the law, dear readers, lest you too be locked up and the key thrown away forever. Alright, well, that's house 1. You guys enjoy your meal. I stole your stuff. If you don't mind. It was just $100, but it was still yours. I was gonna say, anything on the porch? For some reason I got a flashback to playing bully again. Like, and a dog! Let's see what happens if we talk to the dog. We cannot. Some of them you can pet. And I will pet dogs when I can, because they're dogs. Everybody loves dogs. Nobody doesn't love dogs. Well, some people must not love dogs. Some people are afraid of dogs, I'm sure. They can be kind of overwhelmingly scary. Depends on the dog, though, and how it's acting. Okay, so here's a pretty lady. Goddess knows where he got the money, but that rich fellow just turned up. Bought a prime plot of land and had a huge house built. The great big show-off. Oh yeah, we'll deal with that later. Hello, little kid. Your mummy's downstairs. She seemed nice. I mean, I just walked into her house and she just chatted with me like I should be there. That's always really... But I mean, I guess if, you know, it calmed me down. I mean, I didn't kill her. So, I think what we should probably do is go and stay at the inn and save our game. I mean, stay at the inn to make it day. And then save our game to, you know, avoid having to re-record things. That's really what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with anything else. I just don't want to have to record things twice. So there's a vault. I will definitely stay overnight for $3. $3 is bargain basement. That is so good. So there's that. And now we will save our game. Alright, and when we come back, more of this. Bye, everybody.